Winner number 7 was a top assist from Dro 118, who served up a lob supreme in the...
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball, and Donovan said, "I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side. So I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it." Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about it.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. Now here's Booker. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Here's Mitchell. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. Second chance shot. Jump shot is good.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Bridges finds Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Ayton missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Bridges after the basket by Utah.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Stolen by O'Neal. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Conley. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell.
What you like about Jay Crowder is his passion, the energy he provides on defense, just off the charts.
On the wing, Mitchell. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Chris Paul. 5th in assists, 6th in free throw percentage. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And there it is for him.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Poked loose. Paul outside. Back to Ayton. Now Gobert. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Suns trail by 3. Booker looking around. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
The drive by Mitchell.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Conley against Crowder. Here's Booker, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
You know, crafty, that seems to be the word most applied to Booker. Able to get the defense to overreact.
And now we're well past the All-Star break, Doris. Each game means that much more as we march towards the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, the playoff picture starts to come into a little bit sharper focus. Teams know it, and there's more attention paid to the standings every day that passes.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Devin Booker has proven to be a capable shooter from every spot on the floor, including the free throw line. This guy has become a must-watch.
Both free throws good from Booker.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And here is Conley. He's coming off a 28-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here's the teardrop. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Bogdanovich against Bridges. 6 to shoot.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes.
Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 3. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Suns getting the bucket. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Mitchell. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Crowder the pass to Paul. Kicks it to Crowder. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell in the corner. Fires the 3. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer, if it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
And the Suns call time. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for O'Neal. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Now here's Johnson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston. Pass to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Clarkson. Galloway, no good. Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Tipped away and taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Now here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. A moment now to check out some numbers for Devin Booker. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
You know, it's such a great example of Galloway not needing a lot of time to get off that catch and shoot.
Lobs it up for Favors. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
It's a real treat to watch Derek Favors finish these alley-oops. What initiative from the big man.
Payne dishes to Johnson. Saric right side. And that one, good. And the Suns lead by 1.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas. For three. And Galloway pulls it down. And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the...
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Woo.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
Here is Favors, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 12.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Pass to Johnson. He doesn't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Clarkson. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Count that one. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Payne passes to Saric, and finished off by Kaminsky.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Clarkson with the ball. Mitchell, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Utah, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And the first one drops.
It is still amazing to me that in 2017, Donovan Mitchell wasn't even a top 10 pick. If you had a redraft, he'd likely go top 2. Absolutely incredible.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Torrey Craig comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Carter in for Langston Galloway. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Craig kicks to Johnson. Saric dishes to Johnson. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
This guy is such a versatile big man. Dario Saric knows how to play the game. Pretty pass there.
Mitchell finds Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Clarkson. He's putting up about 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And he knocks down the first one.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 55 seconds left in the first. Johnson outside. The pass to Craig. Knocked loose. He had stolen by Ingles. Passes to Clarkson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. The Jazz have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. Suns trail by 3. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Sharch, that time on the assist from Payne. Sharch has got 5 now.
This is what we call a legitimate stretch 4. Sharch showing off his range.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. To the left side wing. With 1 on the clock, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Carter. Charge is out there with Johnson. Then it's Payne, and it's Craig in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And stolen by Favors. Mitchell passes to Clarkson. Outside Favors. Clarkson taking his time here. Payne with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. On the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 5th in scoring. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Payne. Now here is Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Count it. Good. Conley's got the game tied up here for Utah.
Now, Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys,
Well said. Thanks, David. A nice shot by Booker.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Pass to Favors. Booker against Clarkson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Paul comes in for Carter. And Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Booker the pass to Bridges. Crowder against O'Neal. The drive by Booker. Oh, that's blocked. Right side, Conley. He kicks it to Clarkson. And the three ball is good. Clarkson's got 12 in the game.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Ayton in the high post. Picked him clean. Outside, Bogdanovich. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Booker the pass to Ayton. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
Niang passes to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Booker against Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley. Clock at 6. From about 19 feet. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This guy is so smart. Mike Conley reads the defense, gets the shot he wants. Perfect.
Here's Booker. It's blocked. And there's the pass to Niang. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Paul passes to Ayton. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here we get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. In third, the Jazz. The Suns 5th.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a three-point game.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 12, and it's blocked.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
No good from Booker.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Clarkson kicks to Conley. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Conley's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
There's Galloway. He averages about 5 points a game. Basket, good. Utah leading by 4. Now Mitchell. He's got 13. Shoots over Crowder, and it's Mitchell missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Galloway. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Conley. Three-pointer, and there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 16.
How impressive is the catch-and-shoot game of Donovan Mitchell? I'll tell you, you better be there on the catch or he's going to make you look silly.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for him.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now here's Paul. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And it's blocked. Galloway dishes to Bridges. He feeds it to Paul. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Mitchell's shot is good. And now it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
Paul against O'Neal. The shot by Paul, no good. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. And it's Mitchell missing. Bridges with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, we all know this young man came out of college highly decorated, having won 2 national championships. And in the NBA, Mikal Bridges has shown those were not flukes. This guy's got big-time talent.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Payne comes in for Paul. And Utah also making a switch. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Both free throws good from Bridges.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Charge is checked in. Passes it to Ingles. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
Suns trail by 9. And here's Payne. Kicks to Kaminsky. Sinks the triple. Kaminsky's got 5 points so far.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Gobert finds Mitchell. Now Conley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Payne. Bogdanovich, no luck.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Left side, Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
Mitchell outside. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's foul number 2 for him. Phoenix making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Carter in for Langston Galloway. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Phoenix on defense. Trailing by 4.
You just have to love that grit and effort on the glass. No problems battling for the basketball.
Johnson, the pass to Payne. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And Saric kicks to Carter. Back to Saric. And it's blocked by Conley, and they're able to recover. Craig passes to Payne. 4 on the shot clock. Tries again.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
.115 left in the first half of basketball.
And let's take a look at Joe Ingles. Here are his numbers. This past month, he's really set himself apart. First in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
Pass to Craig. Poked away. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. Stolen by Carter. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. Payne passes to Craig. Here's Payne. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley leading the charge. The dish now to Gobert. Favors passes to Mitchell. Drops one in from the wing. Mitchell's got 20.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Payne passes to Saric. Gobert with the block. And so it's the Utah Jazz heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too that missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 20 points, 2 rebounds. Look at the history of the Utah Jazz. No championships, Kenny, but 2 finals appearances and a couple of Hall of Famers.
Man, remember Stockton, Malone?
Oh, do we ever?
They were incredible, man. Add them to this current team. Could you imagine what they would be doing? They get the ring right now.
Yep, Chicago Bulls broke a lot of teams' hearts in the 90s. I think timing is such a crucial part of success.
That is profound. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple. Booker's got the first basket of the third quarter for Phoenix. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. There's the pass to O'Neal. Conley feeling it out. The rejection by Paul. Crowder with the steal. Jumps up, and Crowder comes it in.
How about Crowder's ability to start their offense with his defense? He's always keeping his hands moving.
Mitchell finds Gobert. Rejected by Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
And Crowder flattens it in.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Jazz have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Pass to O'Neal. Mitchell dishes to Conley. With the teardrop, Crowder with the steal. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Crowder, good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Now, Crowder is not going to be disrupted. This guy has razor-sharp focus on contested opportunities.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 9, 6 to shoot. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And the Jazz call time here. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? Third is Chris Paul.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Mitchell trying to free himself.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Stolen by O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Conley finds Gobert. Throws it up high. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Phoenix.
Phoenix leading by 3. Booker the pass to Paul. Pass to Bridges. Crowder with it. Suns moving the ball around. Good. Booker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
High post, Gobert. Conley for 3. And Utah another 3.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Ayton trying to break free.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Conley against Paul. To the middle. Now here's Ayton. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Here's Bridges. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for Phoenix.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively, and boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Kaminsky is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Paul. Ayton hits them both. Utah has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Rejected by Booker. Gobert. They recover it. And that one good from Clarkson.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Suns trail by 3. Booker, right side. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Phoenix has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, and that's just smart basketball. Galloway has got a solid build, so why not seek out the contact and get yourself to the free throw line? That's perfect.
For Phoenix, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. That free throw good from Galloway.
You know, it's amazing. Galloway completely unheralded before catching on with the Knicks. This is the guy who was the first ever call-up from their D-League affiliate, and he's showing he belongs.
Galloway hits both of them. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. You look at the Jazz. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Phoenix. Right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And seeing where Utah is, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Galloway. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading by 3. Puts it up from 17. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Galloway, covered by Mitchell. Shot from 16. Galloway, no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Marks and dishes to Mitchell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw for the Jazz. Favors comes in for George Niang. And it's Joe Ingles in for Bogdanovich. And he sinks the second. Timeout called the Suns. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 2nd in blocks, 2nd in field goal percentage, and he's 3rd in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And as you said, 1 rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Here's Johnson. Gobert with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Saric.
Well, Joe Ingles, to me, specializes in mixing up his pace, and that's how he gets these calls.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
First one falls for him.
How about this guy? He comes into the league as an undrafted free agent, and Joe Ingles has more than proven his worth. The high IQ, the lights-out shooting from deep, so much to love about Ingles.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns trail by 6. Payne looking around. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Don't you love the attacking attitude of Derek Favors on the interior? Not many guys who can match his frame and strength.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Now, Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the pass to Johnson. That's tipped. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Payne. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
The Jazz have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
One shot.
Suns trail by 11. Here's Carter. Yes! And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Good on both. Mitchell with it. He's got 24. Poked away and stolen by Payne. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Gobert. He's got 11. Mitchell connects from three-point range. Mitchell's got 27.
I'll tell you cannot fault the defensive effort. Donovan Mitchell is just so good at keeping his concentration through a great contest.
Payne passes to Johnson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Jazz leading by 8. Mitchell outside. Rejected by Payne. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Payne kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Saric. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the Suns miss again. Utah's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Well, it's 7-1. Rudy Gobert gets his shots up with ease, especially from right there.
Suns trail by 12. Now here's Payne. Dishes it to Johnson. From deep three-point range, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And he's good on the first of 3. And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Jazz leading by 9. He kicks it to Clarkson. No good. Good D by Johnson. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Saric.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. And it's sent back by Carter. And here we go. Saric all alone. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell twice on the pipes. The rejection is nice.
Shots good by Clarkson.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. And so he hits both. Now O'Neal. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Payne with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Payne dishes to Bridges. 46 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Saric. Rebounded by the Jazz. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shots good by Clarkson.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Right here.
Clarkson against Carter. Clarkson kicks to Favors. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. From deep. And Utah, another 3.
Well, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
And so it's Utah, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dario Saric is out there with Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Bridges. And it's Payne in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Some changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Saric, and it's Booker in for Payne. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in.
One shot.
Here's Paul. Passes it to Booker. Tipped away. Shoots over Clarkson. That one misses. And it's Utah the other way.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Utah also making a switch. George Niang, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 17-point game.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. O'Neal passes to Clarkson. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's handle has improved, and that allows that kind of move to happen.
To the left wing, Ayton, the pass to Paul. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Booker against Clarkson. Here's Conley. Lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 17.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Stolen by Clarkson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson. Rudy Gobert. He's checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Inside, here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Booker.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Three-pointer, Crowder drops in the tray. Crowder's got 9 points here in the second half.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter. Someone who can shoot the three well. You've got to get into his space.
Pass to O'Neal. Knocked away. Crowder with the steal. Here's Bridges. Utah with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Gobert. And Utah turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Now the pass to Bridges. Kicks it to Crowder. Ayton against O'Neal. Gobert with the block. And he recovers it. They double him with Ayton. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's good from long range.
Now there's a smooth efficiency to the jump shooting ability of Bojan Bogdanovich. What a knockdown shot.
On the wing, Booker. Shoots over Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Jazz leading by 17. Here's Bogdanovich. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanovich. Keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
For 3, Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Clarkson. Over to the left wing. Here's Conley. Feeds to O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Ayton. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Passes it to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, you love watching Devin Booker finish with power. He refuses to settle for the layup. Nice aggressiveness there.
And the Jazz call time here. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Now O'Neal. Bogdanovich finds Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Paul. Outside Crowder. Suns moving the ball around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre Ayton is looking to score, he is a handful. Forces the defense into a compromising situation.
The first free throw is good. Ayton hits them both. Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Clarkson. Knocked loose. They double him with Ayton. Fires for 3, and O'Neal gets it to go.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Here's Booker following the three-pointer by Utah. Crowder, offensive rebound. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Now here's Paul. Pulls it from 20, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Paul dishes to Booker. Shoots over Clarkson. No good from Booker. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. O'Neal with it. Back to Clarkson. They double him with Booker. And the dunk by O'Neal.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And the Suns call time. And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
Don't you love the way Jay Crowder slashes into the teeth of the defense, superb at penetrating towards the cup.
And it's Mitchell missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And they're moving it up. Beyond the arc. Utah gets it back and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last two winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those two guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
The feed to O'Neal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
One shot.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Ayton. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Paul's got 8 here in the quarter.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Rejected by Booker. Gobert against Crowder. The pass to Paul. Over Conley. They get the rebound. And Ayton stays with it.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Clarkson against Booker. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so.
Take a break.
Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. Shoots the 3. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now here's Conley. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Conley inside the line, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A nice shot by Booker.
You have to be able to think quickly and make great decisions, and in the catch and shoot, Devin Booker doing work.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 17 points for Mike Conley.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Conley drops them both. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. He kicks to Galloway. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Rudy Gobert.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Clock at 4. Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Now Conley. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Kaminsky, the pass to Payne. Shoots from the elbow. Jump shot is good that time.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
And here is Conley. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Derek, what was the focus for your team tonight?
No, we just came out and played hard. That was the whole purpose of practice yesterday. Fix what we did, importantly on defense, just come out and play harder and just play better.
Yeah, the defense was outstanding tonight, and that led to the win. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.